Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of March 2023. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Empress clarified by the Eight of Swords. In the challenging position, we have the Fool clarified by the Strength card. In the present position, we have the King of Swords clarified by the Chariot. And in the future outcome position, we have the King of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands. Very interesting spread. Let's get right into it. Scorpio, you do have an interesting combination. In the past position, you have the Empress. And the Empress is someone very regal, someone very royal, someone who enjoys wonderful things every day, someone who, enjoys the small kind of luxuries, small pleasures. She's also very, she is an authority. She's someone who is the wife of the Emperor, so she enjoys all the accolades. She enjoys the power. She has the soft kind of power, because she's not the Emperor. She's very nurturing. She's very compassionate. She's very warm. She's also very abundant. She doesn't want for anything because she is the Empress. But sometimes, in life, we get in our own way. And this is why you have the Eight of Swords here as the clarifier for the Empress. Because the Eight of Swords is a card of limitations that we sort of put on onto ourselves. When the Eight of Swords appears, it's a card where we want to be rescued from our thoughts. We want to be rescued from our feelings because they're quite negative and low vibrational. The insecurity comes in, the fear comes in, and so it kind of snowballs into something that makes us feel anxiety, worry, inability to find peace. And so it is an interesting combination because you created something beautiful, but you also, was very, you were very worried. You were feeling, quite restricted in your creation. And, the Empress can represent someone becoming a mother, or a parent. But the Empress can also represent someone creating a project, maybe you decided to renovate something in your home. Maybe you decided to create a project that is of a professional nature. Maybe you wanted to create social media project. Maybe you wanted to create something that you could market to other people. Regardless of what it is, there was a lot of insecurity accompanying this creation, and this project wasn't as successful as you wanted it to be because of the insecurities that you experience. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Fool, which is a card warning you, Scorpio, not to avoid your responsibilities, not to take too many risks at something, because you do have the Strength card in the clarifying position, and the Strength card is all about lacking in energy and motivation and feeling quite insecure, like something isn't going to work. So you may feel like the new is coming in, but you're not really wanting the new to come in. You may realize that change is inevitable, and the new way of living, new way of existing is, kind of pushing through the door and coming into your home, but there's a part of you that's feeling like you're dragging your feet, like you're not really sure about this new way that is coming in. And so the Fool and the Strength are major arcana cards, so the shift is going to be significant, especially around March 20th when the equinox is going to happen. That's when most astrologers are saying is going to be a really pronounced shift that you're going to feel quite strongly. And so it may take a few days to kind of get used to it. So make sure to drink plenty of water, make sure to get some rest, make sure to be easy on yourself and people around you around that time. Now, in the present position, we do have the King of Swords, who is bringing a lot of clarity and a lot of logic and a lot of kind of focused concentration to the month of March. You know, you have the option in front of you to look at the direction in which you're moving, and you have the ability to kind of decide, you know, do you want to continue moving in a certain direction? Do you want to maybe try introducing a new element to a situation in your home or in your life? But the best way to proceed forward is a clear-minded, logical approach, you know, where you feel strong, but you also, you know, occasionally do show compassion and empathy to people around you, because the King of Swords, you know, he's a little too rigid. He's a little too logical. So, you know, he is letting you know that you have to be focused and really well prepared and organized and kind of communicate very clearly and to the point real quick, and you know, really be well prepared regarding the direction that you're moving towards, because you're going to need to exercise your willpower. You're going to need to exercise control over your emotions. And you, Scorpio, are represented by the element of water. Water is life itself. Water is consciousness itself. Water, it has... I think it should be or is the most precious commodity on planet Earth, because it, you know, without it, you won't be able to live very long. You can live without money, you can live without, you know, a shelter, transportation, but you really cannot live without water. Water is like a divine gift, almost, if you will. And so it's very closely connected to our emotions, which is our heart. And so in the month of March, it is important to make sure that your emotions and your mind, which is your thoughts, are aligned. As long as you can work on aligning your thoughts, on aligning your feelings, you're going to succeed and manifest all the wonderful things that you want to see in your life. And this is why you have the King of Wands and the Two of Wands, because they're bringing in the passion, they're bringing in the heart. They're saying, you know, that's why you have the King of Swords, which is represented by air. You know, it's very mental energy, sitting next to the King of Wands, who's represented by fire, which is heart energy, which is passion, which is feelings. And so, you know, when the air is combined with fire, you know what happens. So the divine here is saying, go for your passion. Your heart cannot be wrong. It doesn't mean to be reckless. It doesn't mean to be risk-taking. It means focus on what it is you would like to achieve. Everything that you want to manifest requires a thoughtful approach, but also a passionate approach. And that is why you have the Two of Wands in the clarifying position, because the Two of Wands is all about planning and strategizing. The more you plan, the more you think about it, the more action you take. And you know, sometimes all you have to do is just make one step, and maybe you'll do that for a while, and maybe, you know, it's not going to go anywhere, but hey, you've learned, you've got experience. And then maybe one day you will make another step, and then, you know, you'll learn some more. Slowly but surely you will get to where you need to be. Remember, it is about the journey. It is about the people who are, you know, with you on that journey as well. So those things are important to be aware of. But with the King of Wands in the future outcome position, you are stepping into a position of power, and that is very clear. The King of Swords is also someone in the position of power. So either you're stepping into the position of power, or someone who is very powerful is going to help you achieve the goals that you have set for yourself, as well as plan and strategize. So that is important to be aware of. Now let's see what we can clarify with the Mystical Wisdom card. We have Owl, follow your intuition. Definitely, intuition is a very peaceful feeling. You know, there's a difference between intuition and ego. Ego wants to do for others. Intuition wants to do for self, for long term. You know, ego wants recognition. Intuition is something that, you know, is more on a soulful level. Intuition is always peaceful. Intuition is always there to guide you. So, you know, never discount your intuition, even if it doesn't make sense at all, because your subconscious and your consciousness. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Stretches. Okay, stretches are good. Can I please finish this reading, boo-boo? Honey? So definitely listen to your intuition. I just had to move my cat downstairs, on the floor instead of the table. Anyways, definitely pay attention to your intuition, because it is your inner guide. And the way you grow your intuition is when you are able to calm your mind, when you're able to calm your way of thinking, you know, when you're able to think about nothing and connect with this physical 3D world in which you find yourself. Remember, you signed up for this journey. You signed the soul contract. You wanted to be here. You chose the name that you use. You chose the country of your birth. You chose everything that happens to you in this lifetime, because growth brings reward. So anything that is uncomfortable or slightly painful, or, you know, any of those things, you know, that is part of growth. And without growth, we cannot succeed. We cannot move forward. We cannot learn. Because when everything is going well, we don't learn. We just enjoy. We just, you know, enjoy. We just sit there. We just, you know, just take it all in. We don't grow. The point of living on planet Earth is to grow, is to learn, is to experience enlightenment, is to experience maturity, is to experience high vibrational energy. And only the bravest souls come to planet Earth. So you are already brave. You are already courageous. And that is important to recognize. Now, let's see what we can clarify. I actually pulled two Ancestor and Angel Oracle cards, and we have Oracle, wait for important information. So definitely be on the lookout for important information Watch out for synchronicities. Watch out for the signs from the divine as you are moving through this, through each, of your days and your weeks and your months. Make sure you pay attention to what's happening around you, because there's constant information that is flowing to you. And sometimes you are receptive to that information, and sometimes you do not receive that information. And the last card we've got is Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Definitely raise your standards. Definitely go for the moon, because even if you only get halfway, you've already, achieved an amazing, great deal. Remember, it's not that you cannot manifest. You, specifically you, manifest all the time. You manifest all day and all night. You manifest nonstop. However, why do you not experience the manifestations in your life? Because you have blockers. That is the biggest problem that most people have, is we tend to block our manifestations. Sometimes we tend to be afraid of our success. Sometimes we tend to be afraid of change. Sometimes we tend to be afraid of this, that, and the other. A lot of times it is us who create the blocks. It's not that the universe doesn't answer. It's not that the universe doesn't help you manifest and create. It's us that we're the ones that require a lot of work on ourselves, on our thoughts, on our feelings, on our behaviors, in order to bring in the manifestations. And so that is something that is important to remember. But definitely, look up, Scorpio, and create the dreams that are as big as the universe. You want to dream big. You want to, even if people say, oh my gosh, you're so crazy, okay, go be crazy. Go dream big, because the higher your standards are, the bigger your dreams are, the more chances that you will receive an incredible abundance and success as you are progressing towards your goals. That is something that is important to remember. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Scorpio. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to visit me on Instagram, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.